Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my top 10 fonts of all time. So hopefully you get something out of this video and hopefully you get some new fonts. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first font on this list is a classic called Lemon Milk, and this is the font that you guys always ask about, and I use this for basically everything. So it's Lemon Milk Bold specifically that I use, but any of the Lemon Milk variations are good. And it's just a simple, clean, thick looking text that looks really clean on really anything, and I just really like it. I don't know what it is, but I use it for basically everything, and I would highly recommend you guys use this too because it's awesome. The next font on this list is called Kenyan Coffee, and this one is really clean as well. You can't use it in as many designs as you can with Lemon Milk because it just has something about it that like kind of limits it to some designs, not everything. But it looks really nice when you make it 3D text, like in Cinema 4D. It's real pushed together, which is nice in some situations, but not all. So overall, it's a nice looking font, but sometimes I can't figure out when to use it. But I would still recommend getting it and trying it out. The next font on this list is called True Lies, and True Lies is really awesome. I don't use it in a whole bunch because again, there's not many situations where I need to use this, but it's a really good 80s retro looking font that I really like. It's kind of got like a rough look to it with like the edges and stuff like that, and it just looks real clean. I really like it a lot, and I've only used this a few times, but I would still recommend you use it. And also on some of these, make sure that you can use them commercially if you plan to sell designs with them. But if you don't, then you're good to go. The next font on this list is called Bad Signal. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. It's a classic glitch looking font. And this is another one of those fonts where it's kind of hard to find when to use it. But when you do find when to use it, it looks really good. And I really like this one, so you guys should definitely give it a shot. The next font on this list is called LAZER 84, and this is similar to True Lies, but it's a little less rough, and it's definitely got that 80s vibe to it. It looks really cool, and I think it would look good in a lot of retro looking designs, maybe like some synthwave music or something. But I would definitely recommend getting this one as well. It looks really clean. The next font on this list is called Lemon Juice. I'm not really sure what's up with the whole lemon thing, but Lemon Juice looks pretty clean. I feel like I could picture like girl YouTubers using this. I don't know why, it just seems like something they would use, but it still does look clean nonetheless. For this one, you are not allowed to use it for commercial use, so make sure you look at the description of these fonts when you go to download them, because you might not be able to use them for commercial use. Next font, I'm not even going to try to say this one, but you guys know this one. Surely you know about this. I think it's a default on Photopea, but I might be wrong. It's really clean looking. You can't go wrong with this. It's sort of like Lemon Milk, but more pushed together. It's super clean. I've always liked this font. I've used it before, but I think there's a place for this one in every design, so I would definitely give this one a try. Next one is called Big Deal, and this one is just a bold font. Like, that's really all there is to it. It's just a big, bold, big letters, everything like that, and I think it looks cool. I'm a big fan of thick fonts, so this is definitely one of them on my list, and it looks really good on thumbnails because you can read it easy when they're big, bold letters. And if they're tiny little skinny letters, it's going to be harder to read, especially if you have effects on it. The next font on this list is called the Bold font, and it sort of looks like a Big Deal, but it's not as thick, and I think this one looks a little bit better. It really reminds me of Lemon Milk as well, and I really like that because you can find a place for it in really any design, and this one is also a free font that you can use, so that's good. I'm not sure if it's commercial use, but you might have to figure that out. It says 100% free on it, so it might be free for commercial use as well. But anyways, I would definitely recommend this font. Lastly, we're on the last one called GOBOLD. And again, this looks like the one from earlier, but it still looks clean, and there's tons of variations of it that you can download. And it's free for personal use, and if you want to use it for commercial use, you have to donate a minimum of $10 to the PayPal in the description of the website. I personally like the thin version of this font, but the thick one looks good as well. It's really preference, and I think a lot of these will be good for your designs. So especially if you're a YouTuber, you're going to really have a good time with these. And that's all I got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed these fonts, If you want to download them, go down in the description below. Feel free to click those links and download them. Make sure to read the description of the fonts to make sure you can use them for commercial use if you're going to. And if you're not, they're all 100% free to use. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.